What's going on, y'all? Look, I just got in, okay, and as you can look at my face, I am tired. I am so tired. Um, I just been doing a whole bunch of stuff this week, so I got a very minimum sleep. I don't even know how I'm still up, okay, and so I had to go get on the plane. And every time I go travel, I always catch an early ass flight, right? I don't know why I do that, but I just do. You know, in my mind, in my subconscious, I feel like the earlier you do stuff, the less the less people gonna be on the flight and all this stuff, the less hassle you have to go through. Bitch, please. And for the past two times that I've been getting on the plane, for Atlanta and now here Philly, the planes going have been completely full. And I'm like, bitch, all I want is a road to myself. See, I got geeked. I got a little bit too comfortable because I thought when I came down here to Atlanta, when I came to Atlanta two years ago, not this year, last year, I should say, and I flew to Atlanta and back home, and I had a road to myself. Okay, it was lovely. Never happened again. So I'm going to pray that I get a road to myself coming home from Philly. All right, child, I was getting comfortable and shit. I'm sitting here like, all right. And this white lady comes sit down next to me. I said, damn. Okay, don't try to squeeze in the middle of me because, you know, I'm a big bitch and all that stuff. But, you know, thank God in Southwest you pick your own seat. So I sat right there in that back. I always get that back row. And I was sitting by the window. But I have noticed that from when I first went to Atlanta to now, um, this how I know I'm losing some weight because like a bitch was spilling into the other seat then and not so much this time. I was like, okay, you know, I have to get a little geeked. I said I'm sitting in the window like, look at this shit, bitch. But anyway, no. So I get to the airport. My flight was like at 6:20. So that means if you get on the plane at Southwest especially, they board you 30 minutes before. And so I was in the first group, thank God, so I can get on that plane and get my shit settled. Um, so we boarded like at 5:50, whatever. Uh, I get there. This is the first time that I went through TSA, and we didn't have to take our shoes off. We didn't have to take our laptops and stuff out. We didn't have to do none of that stuff. They just let us go through. All we had to do was put our bags through the scanner and then go through the metal detector. We didn't even have to go through the body thing. And I was like, thank God, because I didn't feel like taking all my shit out. I didn't feel like taking my shoes off. We just went straight through. So I was like, that was fine. So, you know, after that, I just felt like everything was going to go so smoothly. And it really did for the most part. Because like I said, I got on the plane and, you know, it was fine. It was just me and the white lady. Girl, you know what? And she was knocked out on that plane. I don't know what was going on, girl. She had her pillow. She had this little pillow, this little animal-like pillow or whatever. When the plane took off, she was fine. Next thing you know, I turned around and I put it on my Instagram. She had the pillow on the seat up in front of us, and she was sleeping like this. I said, "How the fuck you sleeping like that?" I mean, I'm leaned over on the window like this, and I'm laying back like that, just knocked the fuck out. She sleep like this. I said, "How do you do that?" And I was just confused about, girl, are you praying or, you know, she was really knocked out though. Like she was knocked the fuck out. I said, well, girl, you like it, I love it. You know, as long as you ain't causing me no trouble, no hassle, it's all to the good. But the plane was filling up, and you know how niggas be late and shit. I'm thinking we're about to get ready to go. They still all of a sudden because wasn't nobody coming else. No one else was coming on the plane. Get these. I say one, two, three, 45 people. Okay, niggas can't be early for shit. Working on CP time, almost missed the plane. Okay, and then you can't find a seat, and then you get upset because you can't find a seat next to your people that you want to be with. Okay, and so you know they can't take off until everybody is seated, seatbelt is on. We waiting on them to get the fuck on and sit their ass down. They up here trying to divvy up the food, and I'm like, sit down and let us take off first and pass that food the fuck up. You know, Nah, they ain't even put my order in right. Ray, you got this. No, you gonna sit right here. Ma'am, could you scoot over so we can sit? That lady said no. I was dying fucking laughing in the back. Like, hey, you gonna come on late and ask me to move over so you can sit? Hell no, you sit your ass right there, okay? Sit down and shut the fuck up, all right? Let us go to sleep. We don't need to see all this. And all throughout they was trying to give us the instruction. You know they do that. The flight attendants do the instructions and stuff for the life vest just in case we crash or the oxygen and the seatbelts and all that shit. They talking doing that. I'm like, damn, can you have some respect? You can wait. Your food ain't going nowhere. That's why your order was wrong. How I know the order was wrong? Because they kept on talking about it. I'm 3 rows behind. I shouldn't hear your whole conversation, okay? I should not hear your whole conversation clearly like that on a loud ass plane. But anyway, get up in the plane and everything after that. Girl, it's been raining out there in Chicago. We had some rain on and off. And Thursday it was raining. It had rained real hard early in the morning, and then it stopped. And then they said it was supposed to rain this whole weekend or whatever. And my mama had texted me when I got here and told me that it was thundering and lightning and raining so damn bad out there Friday. Yeah, today. So today is Friday. Yeah. Okay, girl. It's been a long week, okay? But anyway, we get up in there and take off. I guess we was flying for like 30 minutes, and then all of a sudden, they tell us that, hey, we're finna come around, take your order if you want something to drink, something to eat. They gave us some complimentary peanuts and all that stuff. And I noticed that it took a little bit longer for them to do that. And all of a sudden, the captain get on the intercom and talk about something. So, keep on your seatbelts and all this stuff. We're the first flight to get up into 39,000 feet high. But we're gonna go down to 33 because of all this turbulence. And when I tell you it was a whole bunch of shit going on, the weather was getting fucked up. The plane just kept on. Now I've been on the plane where there was a little bit of turbulence, boom, 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 and that was it. Bitch, boom, boom, boom. Hold on for a second. Boom, 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 boom. I said no, 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 no. I'm sitting in the back of that damn seat like this. Please, Jehovah, let us just get through this plane. Do not let nothing happen. Please, Jehovah. I'm just back there praying because, my nerves is bad. I got anxiety like a motherfucker. And I didn't. I'm like, no. I don't need no shit to happen. But we wound up getting there safely. And we actually got here earlier, like at least 10 minutes earlier, whatever. So, that was fine. And I had to stay up in the airport for a good 3 hours, because we got here like around 8 or 9 o'clock. It's an hour ahead in Chicago over here on the East Coast. And then I had to stay up in the airport. And thank God I found, right where I got off, a bitch was hungry as shit. Okay, and I usually don't eat breakfast food like that in the morning because my stomach just can't take it. But I was hungry as hell on that plane. And I just said, fuck it, let me get a little sandwich from McDonald's and some orange juice. And they had a little sitting table or whatever area, like a little food court area that you sit down. And I found a seat right there by a socket. Thank God, because my phone was about to die. And I just sat there for a couple of hours to, checking on my shit. And that's it until my hotel was ready. And then I just got out here, just checked in or whatever. And the bitch is about to go to sleep because I am tired of shit. I'm tired. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. Most likely probably ain't doing shit. But I just, I don't care. I'm here for the block party, for the Skorpion show block party, and to have a good time with Kevin and them, and to see my girl Tamika and my boy Zone, and just have a good ass time. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace. What's going on? So, yeah, I'm so fucking lit right now. Like, I just got back to the hotel, and I just want to give a big shout out to Christina and her cousin. If you can't hear me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my throat hurts so bad. I'm drunk, I'm high, I'm all that shit. I'm feeling so fucking good right now. And is something that I needed. I really, 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 really needed it. But listen, okay, look at my shirt. Sorry, not sorry. All right, bitch. I don't care. Um, I had a good time. This is day two up in Philly, and so, bruh, I went to the Skorpion show barbecue, and I had such a fucking good time. As you can hear, like my throat is just gone. All right, and it was just so nice seeing everybody out there and meeting everybody. Jazz, shout out to you and your boo. I hope y'all make it to Maryland safely back. Shout out to Christina. Like I said, Christina and her cousin TC. Like, listen, they took me out afterwards, okay, and we had a good time. We went to Fat Tuesdays, and I was just drunk as shit, okay. Good looking out with the strawberry Rita, everything. And Nunu showed up. I'm so glad Nunu showed up, bitch. Listen, Nunu had the alcohol. As the alcohol was flowing, everybody had a good ass time. At first looked a little, I was a little worried, but everybody, niggas, we working on CP time. Everybody showed up. Okay, it was some people out there. We was out there dancing and doing all that stuff, and the DJ was right. And I just had a good time. Kevin was just out there. Kevin a hoe. He a hoe. I'm gonna just put it out there. When he get drunk, he'll probably fuck a bitch. I'm just oh my god, cause he had them niggas, he had them girls out there. When you trying to do a video and your girlfriend wants to FaceTime you, all I can say about the Scorpion Show barbecue really is that I had such a good time. I was so happy that I seen my homegirl Tamika and her friend and everybody that met. Kimmy Smiles, I'm so happy that you came. He had Corey Raw was there. His whole family was there. Corey Raw, girl, it looked like she just came back from church and she was out there doing her shit. You know what I'm saying? And Mama Scorpion, she came on out later on in the event, and shout out to Danita in the interviews that we was doing. Hold on a second. Yeah, hold on a second. I just said hold on a second. You don't worry about it. But yeah, my bad, y'all. That's my girlfriend. Um, FaceTime. I told you she just interrupted my shit. But he had his cousin, not his cousin, but Richard. You hold on to Richard. He was out there performing and stuff, and he sounded really good, really good. Um, it was I don't have nothing negative to say, and it's not because it's Kevin or whatever. Because like I said, at first I was like, okay, but everybody, we niggas and shit, we ain't gonna come in when we need to come in, and I guess like around 3 o'clock or whatever. I didn't leave the hotel until like after 4 because I was not gonna get there at no damn 3 o'clock or no 3:30. No, I wasn't gonna be the first one thirsty like that. Hell no. And plus, it was real hot at that time. But at one point, it was hot, and then by the time I got there, it was still a little bit hot, and then it kind of cooled off. This brush of wind come through, and then it started drizzling just a little bit, and then it cleared up, and it was just cool for the rest of the night, and it was just so fucking perfect. So, shout out to everybody that I met. Shout out to Jazz. Shout out to Danita. Shout out to my homegirl Tamika and her friend. Shout out to, I think his name is Kenny Sanders. He on YouTube. He like one of the big YouTubers that got like 6-digit followers and shit like that. And if you probably seen his stuff, you going in on Jeffree Star and shit like that. And I had literally just started watching his videos like a week ago because they just kept on coming up on my recommendation stuff. And then to see him at the Skorpion show cookout, it was like, what? Shout out to my boy Trevor. Shout out to Diggy. Shout out to Brandon, Dennis, Kevin, Mikhail, um, their whole family. Damn, like I said, Mary, shout out to you too. And everybody, Candace. I said I was gonna remember people's names. I'm fucked up right now, so I'm sorry. But, shout out to everybody that came up and was like, I know the picture, I wanna talk. It was cool, and I'm so glad that you showed up and I showed out. I really, really did appreciate it. But I'm finna finish this FaceTime conversation with my girlfriend. When they can't come because they can't get germs and shit. And they miss the shit out of you. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. I'm so fucking drunk right now, y'all. You don't make those sense. Like, for real, for real. I was just talking about my ass, but let me get back to this shit, bitch. Alright, I'll see y'all later. Peace. I literally just woke up. I have no idea what I'm going to do today, but most likely probably ain't going to do shit because I'm still kind of fucked up. But, oh my god, I'm just thinking about all this shit. Like, I'm raw as fuck. I had so much fun yesterday. I really did. It was this dude that came to the I keep on saying the blackout, to the barbecue. I don't know who the fuck he was. I think he was just a regular old bum or whatever. But no lie, he was getting it in, but he was irritating me at the same time because we didn't know who the fuck he was. All right. And then at one point he came over to the chairs next to the table by me and Tamika, and he was over there playing musical chairs and shit. And he was playing an imaginary piano and shit. And then at one point, like, I'm high as hell. I'm like, I know this motherfucker ain't trying to challenge me and shit to a dance off, and I'm sitting here like, it ain't finna happen, bruh. I don't know you. Okay, you don't even supposed to be here. At one point, Kevin was on the microphone. He tried to take the microphone from Kevin, and Kevin was like, "Bitch, please." It was just a lot that was going on. Like I said, I'm so glad that um, the barbecue went off without a hitch. Like, Nina was out there cooking their food, and everybody was enjoying themselves. And like I said, I'm so glad um, I met everybody that I met. And if I forgot you, I apologize. Cause y'all know I was fucked up. And let me tell you something. When I first got there, I didn't even drink for like the first hour or so. I really didn't. Cause I was like, you know what, you're gonna enjoy this. And I was having a good time, so as shit. But then Nunu came through with a bottle and fucked it all up. I could have went over there and got a drink for the bartender and all that shit. But listen, Nunu came through with that good shit, and I was just like, oh hell, well fuck that. So y'all know how I do. But I had a good time. I'm about to do this. Gonna watch Power, okay, and then I don't know what else I'm gonna do. I might just chill because I do still got a headache. I had a slight headache, but other than that, and my stomach hurt. Oh, that sounds of a good night. I had such a good ass time. I'm so glad that I went on ahead and said I'm coming. Like, no lie, it was no fucking lie. I had when Kevin said that he announced it at the blackout and he was having his barbecue, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna come. That's what you do when you support your friends and stuff like that. If you can make it, you can make it. And I had no reason not to come. So hey, got the coins and all that shit, and let me go ahead and book my flight, book my hotel and all that, and I'm out here. And that's what I got. That's what you get. Pure support and love and all that shit. And we had such a fucking good time, and it was such a fucking good success. I had people out there from like London and, coming from all parts of the world, all parts of the country, flying in, driving in, so it was a good night. But like I said, I'm finna go do this review for Power. Told y'all I was gonna get y'all shit on time. Um, Thank God they got the app. I got this app. The app came in handy, bitch. Cause let me tell you something. And I'm putting it on the fucking website because my hotel room ain't got shit but HBO. And I'm so mad about it. Okay, at least I probably get to catch ballers, but all my other stuff, I won't be able to catch. Like, I can't look at my Ray Donovan tonight until I get home and all that shit. But it is what it is. That's you know, the weekend out here being away from home. It's about enjoying yourself, and that's what I'm doing. I've been enjoying myself. I will have to say that most likely, if I ever book a DoubleTree hotel, because that's where I'm at. I'm at the DoubleTree by Hilton, by the airport, literally a few minutes away from the airport. And the only thing that that would probably make me want to book here again is the fact that they got some bomb ass room service. And that's it, cause let me say something. They had some. I know I shouldn't be eating them, but fuck it, it was a cheat day. They had some bomb ass loaded French fries with cheese and all that stuff. And when I tell you the shit was good as fuck, maybe because I was hungry as hell, but it was good as shit. And they had this soup with this crab and tomato sauce. Oh my god, it was just everything. And the breakfast was kind of good too. The omelets, the eggs was cooked to perfection and everything. Not too salty because I don't like all that salt. First of all, you don't need all that shit. It was just everything. That was it. Because when I look at this, the room is pretty. It's okay. I've been in better, but I'm not gonna complain. It's pretty big. It's big enough. I mean, they don't have no fridge in here, so I couldn't go get something so that I wouldn't have to order room service. So, and you have to order room service because ain't really shit around here. So it is what it is. I don't care. I got the money for it, so do what you gotta do. Anyway, you only live once. But like I said, I'm finna do this review, get it out the way, and have it ready for you guys later on. I may get back on here, I may not, but we'll see how the day go. Alright. What's going on, y'all? So look, today is the last day. I'm about to get ready to go. About to go head out and check out and go to the airport. I just want to say I had a good time out here. And I'm so glad I came to Philly. And you see, it's early. It's like 5, almost 5:30 in the morning. But I got to get on my flight and I'm actually ready to go home. Okay, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to be in my own bed. And I do have to go to work later on today. Okay, see. Okay, gotta have it. But I'm so glad that I came out here. And shout out to Kevin, shout out to Mikhail, and for having such a good ass time at the barbecue. Um, I just love it that we can get together and we can do something and always come together and have a great time. Just make sure everybody have a great time. And shout out to Tamika again and everybody else that I seen at the barbecue. And Christina, your cousin that I hung up with. So we had a good ass time. I'm so happy. And I will see you guys later. I did this a little different, did it day by day, somewhat like a vlog, but not really because, I'm still in the same situation, I guess, same background and all that shit, but y'all get the point. So I'll see y'all later. Love and hip hop tonight. Y'all know the drill. All right. So y'all be good. Peace.